Hello, gaming, and welcome back to Mass Effect. Alright, let's talk with Avina.
Well, the Zakera Ward Promenade offers upscale shopping and entertainment options for the discerning visitor.
Entertainment?
What entertainment options are available?
The Dark Star is a small but popular night spot offering intoxicants, gambling, and exotic dancing.
Stores?
What stores are in this area?
Rodham Expeditions sells high-grade weapons as well as adventure travel packages to the galaxy's most dangerous destination.
Alright, real good.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Alright, we gotta go in here just once. Ah, that's right, we have to purchase the brandy. There we go. I don't want to drink. He doesn't really give you any information. Groundskeeper.
That I can do for you?
Fish and Presidium.
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the Presidium. Do you know if there are fish in the lakes?
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom. Those are reservoirs, the Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Tali'zora's gift shop.
That's what we drink?
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff that tourists throw garbage in?
No, they purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA. But no, the universe loves diversity.
Gift shop?
Where's that gift shop?
In the market downstairs from the bar. Delia sells aquariums. Fish are the largest pets most station residents can get a permit for.
Alright.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the Demaio flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
Thank you, sir. Alright. We don't want to watch Shepard dance. Probably shouldn't.
The Turian government is considering further reparations to humans whose ancestors died in the Reland 314 incident at Kishi. The Turian government previously made reparations from what humans called the First Contact War, but refused to pay interest. The Turian hierarchy has supported improved relations with humanity since the Alliance's heroic sacrifice defending the Citadel from Zerg attack 2 years ago.
There we go. Miranda, this is the men's room. Probably shouldn't. Actually, it looks like a joint bathroom. There's literally only one, so. Alright, let's get out of here before the music hurts my brain. Look who it is.
The people want to hear your story, Shepard.
Of course.
Police have been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You presented your case very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
Made me look bad.
What, so you can try to do another smear job on me?
Now, Shepard, you may object to my methods, but we're on the same side. You're bad, you're news. I just want to give your story its due.
No, of course.
Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives, and securing the continued dominance of the Citadel Council.
We stood as one to save many.
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cause.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid. And yes, I remembered them all. Everyone in the Fifth Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
There we go.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check vid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
You're welcome. Another galactic news station.
A council inquiry has concluded that a combat VI that went rogue on Luna was not intentionally upgraded to full AI status. Alliance members have maintained that the VI was for combat testing purposes only. Given these findings, it is unlikely any charges will be filed.
Okay, good to know. Let's see,
Been years since I've been to the Citadel. Never changes, does it? No matter how long you're gone. Comforting to some people, I guess. Living in denial that all this could end.
yeah, pretty much. Alright, Ad, what do you got for me?
Shepard, you've recently been dead. Don't you deserve the quality and distinction of a traditional Asari burial robe? Anata's mortuary offers the finest quality burial robes, hand-spun by skilled Asari artisans. Anata's will help you leave a good-looking corpse.
Okay, then. Let's see if we got anything else.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrations are planned across Terra Nova for the upcoming anniversary of the thwarted terrorist attack on the
Ah,
Former hostage Kate Bowman is expected to read a thank you message to Alliance soldiers who rescued her. The Batarian terrorist responsible for the attack on the colony, known only as Balak, remains at large.
Alec is still at large.
Shepherd Memorial Plaza on Elysium was voted this year's hottest wedding location. Under Admiral Hackett's orders, money raised from wedding fees goes to funds for Alliance veterans.
Fantastic. Good to know I have a memorial plaza. Alright, let me answer this guy's question. Why fish?
What do you want?
Why are you so interested in fish from the Presidium?
It's so decadent. Eating a fish from the Presidium would be like screwing Shaira. Ugh, Asari are so squishy. Where are you supposed to get a decent grip?
There are no fish.
I talked to one of the Presidium groundskeepers. He said there aren't any fish in the lakes.
What? I told you. Why have all that water if you're not going to store something to eat in it? I don't understand aliens at all. Thanks for telling me. It's all he's talked about all damn day.
You're welcome. Alright, there's one location that I haven't explored yet, so we're gonna head back there.
Shepard, are you looking to continue your education? It's one thing to know how to shoot a gun, but do you have the critical skills to deploy and manage today's high-tech network infrastructures? The Henley Technical Institute can help. Courses available through our extranet site will put you on the path to success. Visit our site now at keywords Henley Technical Education.
Okay then. Let's see.
Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles. A few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreated. The Council has pledged a full investigation.
Of course. They already know that I released Arachni though, so...
The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain Council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
How would she know? She's the consort. Of course, there's gotta be at least one member of, that's going to her.
Now available on video, the abridged version of Francis Kidd's award-winning production of Hamlet, featuring an all-Elcor cast.
Nostalgic melancholy. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy, deep accusation. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roll.
And don't forget to catch Elcor Hamlet live, an unforgettable 14-hour experience.
14 hour.
Sincere endorsement. You have not experienced Shakespeare until you have heard him in the voice of Elcor.
insincere endorsement. I love that.
I just
Wouldn't a refreshing...
look. It took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omnigel converter.
Another guy looking
Says
for
there
a
were
refund.
waiting for me.
Do you have a service order?
No, I got the refund, made the exchange, and then he said go to the warehouse.
Of course.
Tupari, now available with dextro amino acids. You could really go for a Tupari sports drink, couldn't you? Tupari, now made with 10% real Tupo berry juice. Tupari is made with no natural sweeteners. I knew a man who went 3 days without a Tupari sports drink. He got hit by a shuttle. Tupari, the taste Solarians have come to love. Nothing wakes you up in the morning like Tupari sports drink's blast of Tupo berry flavor. Tupari, it's good for you. Tupari brings your ancestors back from the grave.
That's a statement.
9 out of 10 Tupari drinkers recommend Tupari to their friends. The last one is on my list.
Okay then.
We sell so much Tupari, it has to be good. 12 trillion bottles of Tupari are sold in a day. Where's yours? Oh, that's right. It's inside me. Tupari, 10 minutes of berry bliss for only 1 credit.
Only 1 credit?
Only losers drink Paragate.
Ah.
You want Tupari. Winners drink Tupari.
Of course.
I know you're weakening. Tupari is on your mind. Give in.
My god.
Commander Shepard drinks Tupari. Don't you want to be like Commander Shepard? Commander Shepard is referenced under license from Alliance Military Recruitment Services.
Of course.
Wouldn't a refreshing, delicious Tupari sports drink hit the spot right now? Tupari.
Alright, now we're back to the beginning. Just gotta make sure you get to the end of that, so that way you can hear their Commander Shepard related endorsement. And then you can move on with life. Alright, we're all good. I could do the Kasumi Goto thing, but I need to get moored in before I do anything else.
I just talked to him on the Wards Market. He sent me here. Come on, why do I need a service order?
The Wards Market? Why would you come to a Zakara Ward warehouse?
He said they were out of stock and I should go here. He didn't say anything about a service order.
Without a service order, I really can't help you.
Of course. Alright, let's get out of here. Back to the ship. I love how everything there is more ship-like instead of the calming music. I don't know if there was still the angry buzz noise from the first time. No. There we go. Yes, the airlock and the ship itself. And here we are.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you. Thank you again. Samesh Bhatia. Mr. Udina offered to pass on a message for me. I wish to again express my thanks for your assistance in retrieving my wife's body. While nothing can ever banish the pain of losing Nerali, being able to see that her body was treated properly helped me more than you can imagine. I have opened the restaurant that my wife always wished to start, back on Earth. Nerali's picture hangs on the wall, and Alliance soldiers eat for free. It's the least I can do to honor the courage with which both you and your wife have served humanity. Sincerely, Samesh Bhatia. There we go. Alright, I gotta go back up to my room because we just bought a bunch of stuff, which means I can equip myself properly. One of the visors that I bought helps with headshot damage, I believe. We also now have fish. And I will feed my fish, because I don't want them to die, but feeding them is probably going to get them killed. Right, armor. Let's see, recon hood, umbra visor, increases damage, power damage by 5%. Sentry interface, this is the one... No, this one increases shield strength, this isn't the right one. And then this is just a regular N7 helmet. Anchor visor, oh, I didn't get... The one that I want is in the wards. Or not the wards. It's on Omega. Which means I'm probably not going to have enough money to buy it. Alright, we'll stick with this for now. The Aegis vest, increase health by 5%. We'll wear that. Shoulder guards are regular. Gauntlets, increase health by 3%. Increase spare ammo capacity by 10%. We're gonna get that. Always need more ammo, especially when you're a sniper. Strength by 3%, or increases health by 10%. Shield strength by 3%, okay? Let's do health upgrade. Because, no, this is increasing health by 5%. This is 10% more, though. Let's do shields for that. And then I want to change the tint again. I'm going to go all the way to the back here. Okay, material. Alright, I think that's got a pretty good carbon fiber feel to it. Alright, looks good to me. Apply. Casual appearance will keep the same. And look at this, we got our hamster. Hello, space hamster. Squeak. Alright, now we can go to find Morden. The CIC. Let's get going.
No messages for you.
Thank you, Kelly. Alright, leave orbit. Let's head back. We are going to Omega. Mostly because we have to. Getting Mortis and unlocking, or Morden Solus and unlocking the lab is absolutely 100% necessary. Let's see, unexplored. Yeah, we'll enter. Oh, wait, nope. Leave orbit. We'll do that later. After we get Morden. Doc. Welcome to Omega. I know there's no more, there's not a more wretched skive of Star Trek quote, Star Wars quote, wretched hive of scum and villainy. Mos Eisley. Alright, since we got no other options, add you, and we're all good. Exit.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Relax.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
You make a valid point.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Alrighty then.
Please.
There's Zaid.
Shut it.
That's the other DLC character. There's the Afterlife. Talk to Miranda.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Of course. Alright, let's head to speak with Aria.
Come on, let me in.
He makes a good point.
Go on in. I'll inspect you. What are you looking at?
Careful now.
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Interesting. I don't know what that was about, but it was definitely a threat. Okay, we are at the afterlife.
Give me another drink, love.
Alright, let's see here. Panto.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
You got it. You don't say anything. Alright. Hello, Aria.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
What's the scan for?
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run, Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one move. Don't fuck with Aria.
Simple enough.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
Alrighty then.
So, what can I do for you?
Morden.
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
You know him?
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Archangel.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Half of Omega?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Sounds perfect.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble, right?
Explain.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Any info about Archangel? What groups are after him?
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
I need more info.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Thanks.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Omega.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power.
That's true.
Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Aria.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Don't worry, Aria.
Short answer? Mind your own damn business.
I'm intending to be a friend.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Huh.
Step back.
Alright, since we're here already.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure.
You could say that.
Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Merc Band Assault.
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Tarek?
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jarrett's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Alright, let's see. Plan of attack.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all
Of course. Why Archangel?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
We're on his turf.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Location.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Oh boy.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
How old are you?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
We just saved that kid's life. Alright, now before we head off and find Morden and Archangel, Morden first, of course, we need to go through the back area to lower level. Well, what do you know? Helena Blake.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember.
I remember.
You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget.
Why are you here?
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
Told you to straighten up.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
Social worker on Omega?
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
Indeed. How noble of you.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Good to hear.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Just a little bit.
The Vermin Consortium is going ahead with its plans to sue the Citadel Council to remove unfair limits on the intergalactic slave trade.
So here on Omega, they just say the news over a speaker. Now, if you let Fist live, you would find him down here. Forvin. Walk away. I don't need a drink. So yes, if you had let Fist live, he would be down here. But we didn't do that. We brought the Krogan with us. Alright. All good. Let's exit through here. Lots of Vorcha.
Ready to give it all up and go into hiding in the abyss? Don't. Alinox Security and Enforcement is looking for experienced assertive individuals to carry out highly lucrative operations within Citadel space. Travel the galaxy and
Human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
Who's Captain Gavin?
I don't know a Captain Gavor. Why would I tell him anything?
Do not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
How many Vorcha live here?
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Okay then.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
True.
If you're that type of person, apply
Hey, Ken.
manufacturing today and look into the abyss.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Good for you.
That sounds like a good cause. How's that going?
Not very well. No one will buy anything at the prices Harrod forces me to ask for them.
Why are you here?
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
I could pay your way.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Tell me about Harrod.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I'll have a talk with Harrod.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna go have a talk with Harrod. Alright, amps. VIP only. They don't actually sell anything. Marsh.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Convince me to shop here.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Of course. Simulator conduits, storm speed by 10%. Turian cruiser. Sniper rifle damage can't afford. Fornax alien magazine. Capacitor helmet. I think I liked using the capacitor helmet for a while. Hey, there's the blood dragon armor. Literally the armor for what's it called? Dragon Age. Dragon Age related armor. That's the symbol for the Dragon Age game. Alright, I'll come back to this later. First, I want to speak with Halleck.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Let's talk about the Quarian.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
Leave the Quarian alone.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
What do you have?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
The visor. Increase headshot damage by 10%. That's the one I'm looking for. Let's see. Capacitor chest plate. Okay. Hack module. Terminus armor. The Black Storm. And a Geth ship. I'm gonna get the visor and that's it. Just the visor for now. Now we can go down here. Tell him the good news.
I heard you spoke to Harrod. Thank you so much. I hope you find my new prices more to your liking.
Good for you.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Alright, let's get this. We need the couplings. There we go. The Mattock, the Geth Plasma Shotgun. We'll take that. That's all we can afford.
What do you need?
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Yeah, better to get him out of here before things get worse, or before he gets himself killed. Okay. So yeah, buy all the cheap things, since I can't afford the expensive things anymore. There we go, the ships and all the frivolous stuff.
End is nigh. Humans, blight on galactic fury. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, and you. Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt and feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall.
2 years after
The word is clear. Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me. The word is clear on this, friends. Humans are the hands of the Reapers, here to commit the galaxy to ruin.
You're crazy.
Be gone! I cast you out into the cold black. I name you unclean.
Okay then.
Bring unto me the children, that I may watch them grow, soldiers for the cause. Way is clear, my friends. Draw your weapons for the word, or face its terrible wrath.
Of course. Alright, moving on. Private residence access denied.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
You can't go in?
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
Who do you work for?
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Aria calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
I'm going in for Morden Solus.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Investigate Morden's clinic.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Nature of plague.
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Investigate. Blue Suns.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
Cross-species plague.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Of course. Let me in and I'll help.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
There we go.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
We should still take precautions just in case. Alright. Don't have a choice in the matter yet, so I'll take you two. Let's see, Shepard. Okay. Plasma shotgun. No, we'll keep you on the katana. Miranda, you're all good. Oh, some discarded Ezo over here. And a body. Okay. Quarantine zone.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Thank you. I appreciate you not shooting me. Alright. Med station, we'll take that. Gentlemen? Nope, can't speak with them. At least they didn't shoot me.
Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Thank you. I'll be sure to shoot first. Dang it, that was bad. What the? There we go.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
Yep, that's what they're doing. Okay. Bank terminal hack. Find the matching code segments. Locate and select the code that matches the code displayed at the top left of the corner of the screen. Avoid red codes. Find all matching before time runs out to hack through security. Let's see, this one. That one. And whoops, that one. There we go. Okay, let's go in here. Power cells. Bypass door, okay. Okay, there they are. Which one is this? Okay. So this one goes here. And this one goes here. We just barely made that. Turian plague victim.
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die trapped like an animal.
Of course. Alright, play logs. Entry 1.
Bastard sealed us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
Remember to hydrate, Gideon. Entry 2.
Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
Sure you will. Entry 3.
Dennis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
And entry 4.
Dennis died last night. He's still talking to me though.
Ooh.
Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Alright. I don't know which one's which, but the one that clawed its way out, I assume, was the last one. Alright, now for the fun part. Tarian victim.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
You need help.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Don't blame us for this.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores. The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
I'm looking for a Solarian.
I need to find Morton Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morton and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me.
I'm here to help.
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Humans in the plague.
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Maybe it's the Vorcha.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
Vorcha.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory, But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Morden.
I need to find Morton Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
How is he dangerous?
What makes Morton worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
I'll send someone to help you.
When I find Morton, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morton is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Goodbye. Another door to bypass. Should have saved that one for last. Let's see. Nope. There we are. Never mind, these are all easy. This is the... Well, safe. We'll take that.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Okay.
So hungry it hurts to breathe. Feels like my stomach's digesting itself. I don't think the Blue Suns are coming back. Maybe they forgot about me. Maybe the plague got them. Lucky bastards. Better than starving to death. The Blue Suns came
Alright, we're all good.
and did something to my door.
So he's starved to death waiting for the Blue Suns to return. Let's see, this is... This is a shooting range. Told ya. Oh, I forgot. Let's get... You've already got that equipped. I'll do the armor piercing. No, we just saw someone with shields, so we'll put the shields on. There we go. Dang it. That should have helped a little.
Good shot.
There we go. Oh, there's still one. There's still a few. Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Nice trick.
Oops.
Now let's finish you off.
Come on, man. There we go. Is that all of them? That's all of them. No, it's not. You are still alive. You shouldn't be. There we go. Now I can use that Metagel that I took. Alright, Getting, thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!